again, players 1 and 2 of every age. This once again is Spider Nerd, and we're going to be hopping right into the Madame Hydra quest here. I already ended up doing a quick tutorial. I'm sorry, I completely forgot to do a video on that one, but definitely not a problem. But as you can see here, we have several guards here. Go ahead and hop right in. As you can see, all of the guards have a special color coding. So one would be for the red would be for the iron prototypes or resistant prototypes as they're calling it now, as well as the blue would be the shield or recruit prototype, resistant recruits. So in order to get more of those, they're going to need gold plating, as you can see right here. And of course, as always, uh, one thing that every freemium game is always asking for, you can go ahead and get a lot more shards here. So for 150 shards right here, you can definitely go ahead and get a large pack of the gold plating there, just like the vibranium plating there. Let's go ahead and finish off some quests though. So thankfully, it looks as though instead of doing one or two, there was a recent update that went through that is definitely pushing on the increase of gold plating. And instead of waiting about 6 hours or so, looks like we're definitely going to be only waiting about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes at absolute most. Um, I'll worry about the quest a little bit later here. But as you can see here, we now have the iron plating, or excuse me, the gold plating right here. So I'll go ahead and do one more for that. And I'll do one more for the resistant recruits. Alright, so as you can see right here, we're going to, now, there are newer, let's see here, let me see if I can get a little bit more information for you folks. Oh well, nothing here. But once you defeat a thug, they have a 24 or 48-hour cooldown period. But once you defeat all of them, you have a 24-hour cooldown, or 24 hours, excuse me, to beat Madame Hydra. Thankfully, every single one of them has a 1000 HP. So if you have your recruits and your prototypes or resistant prototypes up to 1000 or a certain level, um, you're going to be able to knock them right out of the park as quickly as possible. And every prototype has a 2-hour cooldown period. So that's definitely something. And thankfully, it's not like Ronin where you have like 24 hours to knock them out of the park or knock them out. And it's just going to be really hard to do so because of the fact that you're just taking your time, or just they just don't give you the resources you want to get all of your heroes fully upgraded. But one thing that did catch my eye before I started recruiting is that Iron Widow has a quest for us. So let's go ahead and hop right in here. So looks like once again Madame Hydra is talking to Red Skull here. Now the subplot is apparently that Madame Hydra is the hierarchy for Hydra, and the Red Skull is kind of like a lackey. But it looks like he's actually going to usurp her power. So let's go ahead and hop right into the dialogue here. So feel free to pretend as though you've taken control of Hydra and to continue to obsess over Captain America. My henchmen and I will complete Hydra's mission. You honestly, and it's probably Russian at this point for the accent, you honestly think that they'll follow you over Red Skull? Soldiers follow leaders, not petty bullies who look like something I left in a microwave. They follow who they fear. and I and as much as they enjoy Winter Soldier's sentimental lyrics and dulce tones, they feel him as far more as a pathetic hag. So all we have to do is defeat Madame Hydra 2 more times, which is going to be fairly easy. Once again, they give you about 24 to 48 hours to defeat a henchman right there. You know what? Why don't we go ahead and hop right into what we have here for the prototypes. Alright, so it looks like we can at least take out a Hydra thug with the um, personnel, the traditional personnel. And of course, if you defeat Madame Hydra in a certain amount of time, see how it's like 1 day and 5 hours. It's a little strange, but I think it's due to the fact that I started earlier this morning with that quest. And once again, I'm definitely sorry that I haven't been able to record that as quickly as possible for you folks. But let's go ahead and get some more quests completed for us.
You can call me Rick. Don't call me Blue Hulk. This academy is fascinating.
Alright, everybody is doing their quest lineup here. I'll worry about the side quest a little bit later. Alright, out of curiosity, let's see what the Catbuster is looking like. And it looks like we can finally unlock him. I'm actually pretty excited about this. It's making my eyes hurt. You and me both. That just looks atrocious and a big giant Optimus Prime ripoff. You're just blinded by the glory of the Catbuster. You're gonna go fight him in that thing? I'm just gonna show off what the suit can do. After that, he'll probably want to fight me. Alright, outfit unlocked, Catbuster Iron Man. He might not ever beat Iron Man in a fight, but you can definitely make fun of him. He definitely does that, but it just looks over the top. Just really clunky, and I guarantee you Captain America is going to be able to run circles around him. That armor appears to be extremely impractical for battle. It's not really for fighting, it's more like getting under Cap's skin. Why not include claws? It's well known that their best method of tearing away flesh. It's a saying. I just want to bother him. I don't literally want to rip his skin off. I see. It seems it seemed extreme, but after watching your reality television, I'm no longer sure what Americans consider normal behavior. Alright, so he's got another quest in about half an hour. He's just gonna finish off the blood pumping quest, and then we'll go ahead and have him do. Come on, there we go. Make an entrance. So I can't wait to see that, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like here. Before I call it a video, let's see if there are anything else here. Looks like we still haven't gotten those level 7, excuse me, Hydra Thugs, which is a bit of a bummer. But as of right now, looks like everything is going our way. Oh, sorry about that. A bit of a brain fart. But you guys have yourself a great afternoon, and I'll let you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. This will be Spider Nerd signing off. Have a great one. Bye.